Okay, so we are down to our next classification of vessel, which is the Handymax. So from the word self, handy, ito ay yung mga barkong medyo maliit lamang. So this has the capacity of 60,000 tons, and then its length or yung haba ng barkong ito ay usually 150 to 250 meters. Okay, so bakit ba nag-design ng mga maliliit ng barko? So this small vessels such this Handymax, these are vessels intended to pass through the small port facilities in harbor ng mabilisan and with great ease or madali lamang. Okay, so these vessels, for you to easily remember, ang palatandaan ng itsura nito ay usually meron itong crane at meron itong 5 bodega. So this is classified under the bulk carriers or vessels carrying cargoes. Okay, now so we are down with the Capesize vessel. So Capesize vessel falls under the bulk carrier category. So ang kinakarga pa rin ito ay mga cargoes. So, and this name, Capesize, comes from the word Cape, which is intended to pass through the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa and Cape Horn in Chile. So these vessels are intended to pass through the Cape of Good Hope and Cape Horn because this vessel cannot pass through the Suez Canal and Panama Canal. So they are too big to pass through these canals. So dahil nga ito intended sa Cape of Good Hope at Cape Horn, ito ay pinangalanan na Capesize. And then these vessels can carry up to 150,000 tons, but vessels nowadays which has a maximum limit of 400,000 tons is also classified under this category. What we have now is Suezmax. Okay, so from the word itself, Suez, this vessel is intended to pass through Suez Canal in Egypt. So for your information, the Suez Canal in Egypt, this is the shortest route from Europe to the different countries in Pacific Ocean and Indian Ocean and vice versa. Okay, so this vessel is intended to shorten the route and to save time for sailing. Okay, in this, usually this Suezmax vessel has a width of 50 meters and has a maximum width of 77.5 meters. And then it has been required that all Suezmax vessels that will pass through Suez Canal should only have a maximum length or haba na 275 meters. And then for the deadweight tonnage or the total weight capacity of this vessel, it is 120,000 to 200,000 deadweight. So as you can notice that the vessels names are easy to remember because of their name scheme. And the next vessel that we have is also easy to remember because of its name, which is Q-Max, and letter Q stands for Qatar. Okay, because this vessel is intended to easily enter Ras Laffan, which is an industrial hub 80 kilometers of Doha, Qatar. So anong klaseng barko ba itong Q-Max? So this Q-Max is a liquefied natural gas tanker ship. Okay, and this ship has a capacity of 266,000 cubic meters of LNG. We already had the Panamax, which is intended for Panama Canal. We also had the Suezmax for Suez Canal. We already have the Chinamax, which is port of departure is China. Then we also have the Q-Max, which is intended for Doha, Qatar. And then what we have now is Malacca Max. So from the word itself, Malacca, this vessel is intended to pass through the Strait of Malacca. So where can we find Strait of Malacca? So Strait of Malacca connects Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean. And the countries nearby are Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand. And for this vessel to pass through the Strait of Malacca, the maximum length requirement is 400 meters. And this vessel's deadweight tonnage or the total carrying capacity is 165,000 tons. what we have now is a tanker vessel, which is VLCC. I think you already have heard of that, and maybe you don't know the meaning of that. So VLCC stands for Very Large Crude Carrier. So this vessel has a deadweight tonnage of 180,000 to 320,000. Okay, and the dimension for this VLCC is 470 meters in length. So yung haba niya ay 470 meters. And the width is 60 meters. Yung lapad ay 60 meters. Okay, so despite of its size, kahit na malaki ito, it still can pass through the Suez Canal in Egypt. So kahit malaki siya, kaya niyang makadaan sa Suez Canal in Egypt because of its dimension. Okay? And dahil nga it can pass through the Suez Canal, it is extensively used to transport goods into North Sea, Mediterranean Sea, and West Africa. Okay, and maybe you are thinking that you want to avail one someday. So a VLCC costs 100 million US dollars to 120 million US dollars bawat isa. You might be thinking na yung VLCC kanina yung very large crude carrier na yung pinakamalaki. But no, because the next vessel that we have is larger than the VLCC. And this is the ULCC, or the Ultra Large Crude Carrier. So this is a crude carrier, meaning this is also a tanker vessel. And kung kanina yung VLCC, ang kanyang deadweight ay 180 to 320,000 deadweight, ito namang ating ULCC ay mayroong 320,000 to 500,000 deadweight tonnage. Okay, and then for the dimension of the ship, the length of this ULCC is 415 meters sa haba, at ang lapad naman nito ay 63 meters. Okay, so dahil nga malaki ito, it can there are only limited ports that can accommodate this kind of ship. Okay, so that's why it is intended for long crude oil transportation, usually from Persian Gulf to Europe, Asia, and North America. Okay, so as a recap, earlier we had Panamax vessel, which is intended to pass through Panama Canal. We also have the Suezmax, which is intended to pass through Suez Canal in Egypt. Then last time we had the Malacca-Max, which is intended to pass through the Malacca Strait. Okay, and then what we have now is the Seaway Max. Okay, so from the word itself, Seaway, this vessel is intended to pass through the St. Lawrence Seaway. Okay, so this St. Lawrence Seaway is very important passage because this passage links US, the United States, and the Canada. Okay, so the vessels passing through this St. Lawrence Seaway, the maximum dimension possible is 226 meters in length, so yung haba ay 226, and then the width or yung lapad ay 24 meters.